It happened in 2016. The government came out and said they doesn't want LGBTIQ refugees in the camp. I was there. I noticed that because I was an activist by then that fought the struggle. And even by then, I was told by the officials of the government that are in charge there, we don't want you people here. I was told. Now, why don't you relocate those people back to urban areas? Put them in safe houses and protect them. How many are they? How many people have you been able to take care of worldwide? You mean there's only 200 to 300 people in the camp can just take away the millions and millions of money that you have in the deposit accounts? No. Something very simple. How many rainbow refugees do we have in Nairobi? They are not less than 3,000. They are not even 2,000, not even 1,000. But you want to tell me that these people cannot be in one place, that you can look after, that you can now ensure that now this place, Kabiria, all Kawangware, all Kangemi, this is the location that these people can be and be safe? Can't you find any measures that you can make it faster so that any person here can get justice and reach to the countries of their destination where they feel secured? Can you provide such? Can you provide such measures so that people can know where to go when such an incident happens when you have been beaten? But even if you go to police, they lock you up. They lock you up. They lock you up. So it's time to understand that enough is enough. Enough is enough, and me, myself, enough is enough, and I am tired. Enough is enough. The rainbow is crying. The rainbow is crying. You don't know how it feels. You don't know how it hurts. You don't know how it makes you feel to be talked about in a whole community, to be pointed out in a whole community. Wherever you go, that person, this person, that person, every time you get slaps, every time you get abused because of who you are, because of how you look, because of how you dress, because of how you smile, because of how you react, because of how you dance, because of how you sing, because of how you eat, everything. You don't know how it feels. But the only thing you know, it is to register this person. You send him to whole in the community, and that person has to take care of themselves. You don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels to give that whatever that you provide at first, and then at the end of time you take care of yourself. You don't know how it feels. Have you ever been given hope at once and then that person tells you that there is no more hope? What happens next? You people, you don't know how it feels, the struggle that we go through here. You don't know how it feels, how we survive. You don't know, and you will never get the truth. You will never get the truth, how we survive, how we make sure that at the every end of the year, we get out breathing, feeling strong and smiling. But what is inside in us, it is very painful because we can't show it to you, because we can't express it to you, because we feel so insecure, we feel so unsecured, we feel so unprotected, we feel that we don't belong. We feel that we don't belong to you because we don't trust the process. We don't trust you. We do not. We do not. Because such actions happens every day. In my eyes looking, that can assure me that anything can happen to me even in the country where I've sought asylum. It can happen to me, because if such thing can happen to my fellow, it can happen to me. And even back there when it was in Uganda, there is no difference between the country that I left and where I am right now. If it wasn't that I have been able to keep my ass off the ground, my life would have been away. I would have been dead. Actually, I was supposed to die in 2017 and 2018, but I survived. How do you think I survived? How do you think I survived? It is time for UNHCR to face this, to face the consequences, and they accept that it is not right, and the way they are treating us, the way they are carrying us, the way they are taking us, it is not right way. It is not how it's supposed to be. Yes, we thank God. We thank you for whatever that you have done. Yes, you have given a lot of people resettlement. You have taken them in places where they are feeling at least. But for real, if you take in and listen to those people's stories and how they survived here in Nairobi, tragedy stories. Some even live here when they are dead. But you just see their bodies just walking. But when they are dead, inside they are dead. They are just feeling, it's okay, let me get out of here. But they don't have, and they don't know how they can tell you that it's been a tunnel of hell and fire, hell full of fire, of discriminated people that have been, the way they have been treated. A lot of lives. They just leave and go to their destinations. But they leave when their souls have already rotten. But why? Why? When will this stop? We are tired. I myself, I feel so bad about this. Very bad. Very bad. I was there when another innocent soul back in 2017 earlier died because of depression. Because of depression in Kabiria. He died. He was a very good dude that used to suffer, to struggle for his fellow rainbow refugees. But he died because of frustration, lack of medicine, lack of attention, lack of education, lack of being attended to, lack of information. He died. Lack of care, lack of protection, lack of love. Most of us, we don't die or we don't suffer or we don't, because we need money. No, because we need living in good houses. No, we don't suffer because of that. We don't fall for depression because of that. We don't fall for frustration because of that. We are not mentally ill because of that. We are not. Not all of us that we want to sleep in good houses, that we want money. No, we just need protection. You understand? We need to be attended to. We need our cases to be attended to be followed up, to be given information, to be given security, to be given medical assistance, to be given food, to be given water, to be given a hand of sympathy, a hand of talking to, telling me that everything is going to be okay. That is what we all need. A hand of love, a hand of faith and hope. A hand of making me feel that I am secured and protected. It is at least from where I came from. That is what we need, most of us. Not that all of us will struggle to be in expensive houses. No! We need protection. We need protection. That's what we need. It is time for you guys to change the system. Now, to take actions. I feel very sorry for the people of block 13 and block 12 and other blocks. I feel really sorry. And to every rainbow refugees in the camp, I feel very sorry for you guys. I know how it feels because I have been there. The time that I spent in the camp, I know it. I suffered a lot. I struggled a lot. I was beaten. I was threatened. I was discriminated. I was mistreated. I was done a lot of things in order to speak the truth and to fight for the rights of my fellow rainbow refugees. I have a lot of injuries back on my legs. I have a lot of injuries. A lot, even a lot. If I remove my shirt, if I remove my trouser, I have a lot of scars, but all these scars happen injusticely. All these scars happen not because I want. It happens because I am seeking for protection. I am seeking to be heard, to tell the right thing, that I am not crazy, I am not sick, I am a human being. You understand? I am not different from you. We both have the same blood. It doesn't matter. It doesn't at all. It is time for UNHCR to look into this matter. How are you going to protect the refugees, most especially vulnerable refugees in this pandemic? How are their lives going to be? How are they going to survive? How are they going to live? How are they going to be mentored? How are they going to be treated? How are they going to be protected? That is what should be now on panel, on table. How are they going to be protected? We are tired of seeing innocent souls going this way, because I am a victim. I am a victim, and I am a victim. I have ever been there. I know how it feels to be hurt. I know how it feels to cry. I know how it feels to be pointed a gun to. I know how it feels to be pointed with a machete, panga. I know how it feels to carry stones and sticks when they almost killed me. I know how it feels. I know, because I have ever faced that. I have ever faced that. One day. Not day one, not day two, not day three. But I have ever faced people holding sticks and stones because of who I am and what I am. I have ever felt that. It is really painful, but you cannot see it in my eyes. You cannot see it on my face. You cannot see it. You cannot feel the pain that I have. You cannot feel the pain that I have. You cannot feel the pain that we have. You cannot feel the pain that LGBTIQ refugees have in here. You cannot feel it. You cannot. You cannot, because you don't know. You don't know what it takes. You don't know how it feels. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know how that person feels. To carry that every time, to be seen as an example in a community, every time to be seen as an example in your house, in the house, in everywhere you go, to be pointed in, to be spitted on. That is a gay. That is bisexual. That is a lesbian. You don't know how it feels. It is very painful. Very painful. You don't know. I remember back in 2017, Trinidad told me that no condition is permanent. Then I asked her why. Then he told me that, you see this situation that we are in right now, we didn't wish it to happen. But I strongly believe that no condition is permanent. I did not know that it will be one day. This condition, it will be permanent for him, because he's no more now. And may his soul rest in peace. My heart is so shattered. I am so disappointed in UNHCR. I am so disappointed in these partners and agencies in charge and responsible for the lives and well-being of rainbow refugees in Kenya. Very totally disappointed. I don't know why. What are the best measures have you put in place to stop this injustice in the camp and also in urban cities to protect refugees? What are those measures have you provided? Ever since this COVID-19 came, what have you been doing to protect the lives of refugees, to protect the lives of rainbow refugees? What have you been doing? All these insecurities that has been happening to us individually, what have you been doing? All this depression, stress, and distress and frustration, what have you been doing? I have not seen any measure, any method, any explanation that you have put in place to make sure that the lives of refugees are well protected in this COVID-19 pandemic. It is now 1 year and 2 months in this pandemic that we have been through. I have never seen any partner agency that has come out to say that we are with the refugees, we stand with the refugees. I have not seen it. Why don't you practice what you preach out there? Stop faking, stop lying, stop posting on websites fake news and fake whatever you think it is not rightfully. When will you start acting rightfully according to the law, according to the acts? Whatever that is in the law, why don't you start acting it? If someone hurts another one, that person should face consequences. But what measures have you put ever since all these insecurities started to happen to us? Ever since 2014, all these cases, same cases, every day. But no one has come out to speak on behalf of us. Every person who comes out is being targeted. Why? Why are the lives of rainbow refugees and other vulnerable refugees in Kenya are being carried just like a paper bag? It is very tragedy that an innocent soul die like that. Very tragedy. And you always wait for such an injusticely and illegally act to happen. That is when you remind yourselves to take actions. What do you do there? What are the main purposes of you people sitting in the offices and do your work? Why are you in the offices? Why are you being called a focal point? Why are you being called a protection officer, most especially in this pandemic? What are your best roles towards us? What have you done? Because I'm pretty sure that you still receive the same paycheck that you have been receiving ever since you enrolled on that job. What have you done? Have you mentored any refugee? Have you mentored any vulnerable refugee out there? Have you mentored? Have you connected? Have you communicated? Have you shared the information? Have you told these people to protect themselves? Have you told them how to wash hands in this COVID-19? Ever since this COVID-19, no one has ever come to give right information about the pandemic. No one has ever provided any measure on how to protect. Silence. No sharing information. No more following ups. No more at all. People are suffering, frustrated, depressed. They are sick. They are sick, mentally ill. People, there is a lot of people, they are sick. On the ground, people, they are sick. They are sick, but you have done nothing except to watch lives of people turning apart. And that is when you wake up to act. Such as statements that you post on websites, why don't you post them before that incident happens? And then after posting them, that's it. Story is closed. I am so touched. My heart is shattered. And I feel so painful that we had to see and watch the life of an innocent rainbow person going like that in a brutality way that was really so painful. I am sorry for the family and friends of Trinidad. I myself, I knew Trinidad back in 2017 when I was taken illegally in the camp by the government of Kenya and help of other agencies. I was taken forcefully to the camp in 2017. That is when I met Trinidad, because he was also part of the struggle, part of the LGBTIQ persons that came in Kenya seeking for protection and security, of which they didn't find. I feel so down for this situation. And to whoever did this, may the rule of justice and law face that person. I don't know when will this stop. These crimes against humanity, innocent souls of people. I don't know when will this stop, but I really pray and wish that this can stop and we stop seeing innocent souls leaving us like that, because I myself, I almost went in 2017 when I was in the camp. I may say that I myself, I died almost 3 times.